Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, Iris Budgets. If you're new to my channel, I make cash stuffing videos where I budget and stuff money into different envelopes. It helps me to budget, it helps me to get ahead, and honestly it's completely changed my outlook on life, I would say. So yeah, this is a different video for me. I'm going to go through my new setup, my new envelopes, and we're going to switch things around a little bit in this video. So if that's something you're interested in, then stick around. So yeah, I just want to say a big thank you to everybody who has supported my channel, supported my shop for the last year or so I've been open, so that's really good, and thank you. You'll be pleased to know there's no rants in this video. I think I'm ranted out. I'm done with the negativity, and we're just going to be positive from now on. So right, before I get into the envelopes, I'm going to show you a bit of happy mail that I've got. I am honestly so over the moon. So I have got a parcel from Ira, but I want to show you something that the lovely Becca at Scouse Girl Budgets sent to me. She got in touch with me and she just said she wanted to give me a little present, and honestly the kindness of people is overwhelming, it really is. So I just wanted to make sure I'm not... Okay, so I didn't know what this was. I have already opened it, but honestly, look at this. Look at this. Oh, so I've got a little note. So she says, I've sent you my I'll start again. I've sent you my 10 to 100 mini challenge book. Thought it may help build up your 10k binder. I do sell these via Insta DM or email, but please do not feel you have to share this at all at Scouse Girl Budgets. Well, Becca, I'm sharing it. And she said, hi Iris, I hope you're doing okay. Enjoy your break from Etsy shop, you deserve it. Remember, you are amazing and we all think you are fab in the budgeting community, Becca. Thank you so much. That I'm shaking. That really does mean a lot to me. Honestly, like, it really does. So thank you so much. So let's get into what she sent me. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? So it's a mini deck of challenges, and I just want to quickly show you. So it says, welcome to the Scouse Girl Budget's 10 to 100 mini challenges. Here you'll find 10 different simple and affordable challenges you can complete at your own pace. I hope you enjoy going through these challenges as much as I did making them. Happy savings. So we've got the Sweet Shrapnel, which totals £10. So it's ones and twos, so you cross the sweets off as you go. That's cute. We've got Wildflower Wonga, so lots of different flowers and a little ladybird, and that comes to £20. Oh, and a butterfly as well. That's so beautiful. We've got crustacean coins, so we've got, yeah, I don't know what these all are. Lobster, oh, I don't know, prawn, crab, king prawn, I don't know, domino dosh. So Becca, you might need to tell me what to do here. I get a domino, and like, do I just pick one at random and then I guess I have to save that amount? I'm not that bright, guys, I don't know. So that's that one. Cake capital, 10s and 5s, so cross off the cakes, totals 50. And then butterfly brilliance, the butterflies total 60. Fruit finances, and all of the fruits equal 70. Groovy graft, so, oh, this is so cute. So you've got all the little groovy symbols and they come to 80. And then we've got pinch and pennies. Oh, this is so cool. They equal 90. And then we've got criminal cash. So we've got a fingerprint, we've got some tape, we've got handcuffs, a case file. Oh, this is so amazing. That equals 100. And that's it. Oh, honestly, Becca, that is so cool. If you're interested in this, please go and check out Scouse Girl Budgets on Instagram. So she does Insta DM or email if you're interested in this. And she sent me this wonderful envelope as well to put the cash in. Oh, I absolutely love that. Listen, Becca, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I will be using that, so I'll put that in my new savings binder in a bit. And then next up, I have the wonderful Budget with Ira, who I have to say has been a great support to me this last week. So I just want to say thank you, Ira. You really have. Like, you've got no idea. You know, you put yourself out there, don't you? And you sort of are vulnerable to people's opinions and stuff. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. So here's what I ordered. So I didn't order this. I watched his live as he was packing this, and he asked me which placeholder I wanted. So I said, because I don't do 750, so I thought, let's get a 750 one. Oh, and what? This is so cool. Like, these are better than mine, guys. Honestly, look at that design and the you know, the plastic that he uses, I think it is, and then he puts the vinyl on top. So he was getting rid of his ones where he's got a currency symbol. He's just going to do them plain from now on, which I think is not a bad idea. Actually, it just makes it less of a pain, doesn't it, to do different orders. So I'm going to use that at some point. I don't think I can use it soon, but we'll stick that there for now. Right, and then I've got the thank you card. Thank you, Ira. So then what we've done is, I've basically, so in my new designs, in my new envelopes, they're all very like plain. So I wanted to inject a bit of colour back into my budget, into my envelopes. So I know this seems a bit frivolous, but I'm going to replace all of my my birthday binder. So let's do that first. So here we go. We need to figure out what order these go in. So what I've ordered is these ombre envelopes, and I got one of each. So we'll go through each of them as we go through. So who's first? Hermione. Right, where is she? Oh, she's at the back. Of course she is. Right, so Hermione's first. And actually I need to put her money in. So 20, 40, 60 in Hermione. Oh, doesn't that look so nice? Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, next we've got Minerva. So let's get Minerva. Where is she? Oh man, she's at the back. I wonder if these are in order, like back to front maybe. Right, so Minerva's got this 10. And I do still absolutely love these. Like, honestly, they're so beautiful. Like I say, I just wanted to put a bit of colour back in. So there's Minerva. And then we've got Lily. So she at the back. Yeah. So Lily's got 20. Okay, and then we've got Ginny. Ginny hasn't got anything yet. Ginny is October. So between Lily and Ginny, I've got like a bit of time to save up some dollar. And what I might do is actually get ahead on like next year's birthdays. That's what I'm thinking. So then we've got Albus, which is my dad. He's December. And then we've got Molly. She's January. Bruno is the dog. He is end of January. And then Luna, who's my oldest niece. Narcissa is my sister. Bellatrix is my sister. And then these are new. So if anyone saw my video a few weeks ago, I said I'd forgotten about my brothers-in-law. So so the husbands of my sisters, obviously, are going to be known as Sirius and Remus. And I can't remember who's who, and I can't remember when their birthdays are, so we're just going to put them at the back, and then I'll figure it out. So that is the new birthday binder. Those envelopes are just absolutely stunning. Thank you so much, Ira. So that's the new birthday binder, all done, and we'll put that to one side. Right, and then next up I went for, is it a 6-pack? I think it might be. A 6-pack of these gingham envelopes, and these are going to replace some of the ones in my Saffiano, but then also a couple in my Savings Challenge binder. So what colours shall I have for? Let's have a look. So let's take these out. So I think these were his October designs. I can't remember, but I use them so much that I do need new ones. Right, let's think about it. So what have I got? I've got fuel. I've got buffer for the Savings Challenge binder. I've got IRA for the Savings Challenge binder. Then I've got groceries, I've got spending, and I've got bank. And he did say on his live that he'd forgot to do one of the vinyl stickers, so he just made us a dobby as extra, so I might have to find a use for that. Okay, so what colour should we do groceries? Should we do green? Green for veg. Okay. Now then, he usually does this just by hand. I normally use transfer tape, but shall we see if I can do an IRA? I don't know if I can. Right. I haven't got my mat out, but let's just do it by eye. See if I can get it straight. Actually, do I trust myself? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that's straight or centered, but it's done now. Oh, hang on, I've got... I'm having a mare. Right. Yay! Okay, groceries. So, where have I just put me old envelopes? Oh, they're bloody there, man. Right. Groceries. Awesome. And then we need to do fuel. Let's do, is that like a petrol colour? I don't know. Okay, right, fuel. Yeah, I hope this isn't boring for you all, by the way. I feel like I'm doing an IRA live, watching this, like watching myself do this. Is that even in the centre? How do you do this IRA without flipping? Oh, I don't know. Right. Fuel, which hasn't got anything. Okay, next up, spending. So, spending is like a happy colour, isn't it? Let's do pink. Pink for spending. How are you all doing? I'm really sorry. Well, I'm not sorry about my last video. I needed to get it off my chest and I've done it now. So we're all cool. We're all cool. Cool. Right. That's spending done. So spending needs to also have my infinity challenge in there. So, oops. I'm hoping this will fit okay. Yeah. Honestly, the quality of these envelopes is outstanding. It really is. Okay, spending done. And then bank. So what should we do? What colour would go with these? Let's do blue. All right, so bank, finally. And then we'll move on to my, oh, actually I should do the other two first, shouldn't I? Yeah, we'll get the other two out of the way and then I'll go into my envelopes. It's these bloody talons. When I got my nails done, I was like, oh, keep some of the length. And now I kind of flip and do anything. Right, there's no in that anyway. Okay. So they're the new envelopes for my Saffiano done. And I'll show you, because I saw on his live, people are asking if they fit in the Saffiano. So here's a live demonstration to show that they do fit. Like, oops, I'll close that first. There we go. So they do fit quite easily. You could, if you wanted to, slice a bit off the top. I think I did that last time, but honestly, they do fit perfectly. Look at that. Right, Saffiano done. And then next we're going to do the last 2 for the Savings Challenge binder. So this is Build a Buffer. Right, and then finally we have Ira. So this is just for my Budget with Ira Savings Challenge, and this is for where I put the notes. I have no idea if these are in the middle, but do you know what? It'll do, it's fine. Right, awesome. So, right, so that's all the envelopes done that I needed to like make. So we'll put them to one side for now and we'll get to that in a bit. But the next thing we're going to do is go through my new envelopes. Right guys, so these are going to be the 2 main binders that I have. And before I get into the setup, I'm going to delay things one more time, sorry, by going into, so you know in my last video I talked about these vellum envelopes, and what I said is that I got the inspiration first of all from the aesthetic dollar in the US, and I also watched a tutorial. Now then, the tutorial that I watched was by a YouTube channel called Happy to Plan with Desiree. So I shall link her video, or I'll try and link her channel in this video. So if you want to go and watch the tutorial on how to make these envelopes, please go and go to the description and you should be able to find the link to her channel. So it was a fantastic tutorial. It went right into the detail. Now I am used to making envelopes, but I have to say it was really easy and you don't need a whole lot of equipment. So these words are actually just printed onto vellum paper. So you don't need a vinyl cutter or anything like that. So I had to buy some vellum paper. I had to buy 2 different types of matte laminating pouches. So you need to buy a thinner version for the inserts and then a thicker version for the outside. So I'll link the materials that I purchased from Amazon as well in this video. So if you want to go and do this yourself, you'll have the tutorial linked and you'll also have the materials linked. So really all you need is a printer. In her tutorial, she says when you print these onto vellum paper, the ink is really wet. So you have to make sure that you separate the pages as soon as they're printed. I made the mistake myself, and the ink had basically bled onto the different sheets. So make sure you separate them out when you take them out of the printer. And you just then need a laminator. I have got a pretty decent laminator for the thicker pouches. But it might work with a more affordable laminator. I'm not sure, I haven't tried it. So if you don't want to do that though, I've got a few shops to shout out for you. So the first in the UK, I want to shout out the Aesthetic Budget. So Selena, thank you so much. She reminded me that it was the Aesthetic Budget in the UK that originally, I think, brought out these envelopes, but it looks like our shop is now closed. I'm not sure if that's a permanent thing or a temporary thing, I don't know, but the Aesthetic Budget was one. Now we have, I mentioned our last video, we've got Laura from Labelle UK store. I'm going to link her shop in this video. We've also got OX Mail Studios, who also makes this type of envelopes. Jade, yes, she makes these envelopes as well. Then we've got Budget with Shah. So I didn't realise when I'd made these that she has brought out vellum envelopes as well. So if you want something similar, you can go to her. And then finally, when I was looking on Etsy, I found Philly and Brit, and Philly and Brit do something very similar in the UK. Now in the US, we've mentioned before the Aesthetic Dollar. I also found a shop called E McCabe in the US. There's also Beautifully Me and You, and there's also Mindy Plans in the US. And then I found somebody who does a shop in Germany called The Art of Needs. So I'll link all those shops in the description of this video. And if there are any more, please shout them out. I'm just thinking I might have got a comment on my last video about vellum envelopes, and I'm now just going to the comments because I don't want to like do anything wrong. Oh, there's the top comment. Not cool, Iris. Not cool. Oh, do you know what? If I can find it in the comments, I'll also link this other shop in the description, but it'll take me too long, I think, to go through it now. So I'll put it in the comments. Right. Second thing I want to say is I had two lovely Etsy shops get in touch with me after my last video, and they got in touch with me because they wanted to say, look, like, you were the inspiration for the binders that they've created. And honestly, guys, I did feel really bad. I really did feel really bad. There is space for everybody in this community. If you want to design your own stuff, I was directing my comments at two very specific shops, and it wasn't yours. I hadn't seen your products at all, and I explained that in the messages, didn't I? It wasn't directed at you. So I would like to shout out two wonderful Etsy shops if you want to buy Savings Challenge binders that are like the same concept as mine, because as of this evening, my Etsy shop is going to close for a month. And if you do want to buy something similar, or you just want to try other shops other than me, then please check out, first of all, Angela at Crafted with Love and Fairy Dust. She does similar stuff. And then also Andrea at Crafty Blonde GB. Please check out their Etsy shops if you want to buy a Savings Challenge binder. And finally, before we get into this, these binders I got from Shein, and they were £2.75 each. And I don't think I paid postage either. So if you want binders like this, you don't need to spend any more than £2.75 for each of them. Right, this is how we're going to do this. I'm first of all going to go through my old binders, and I'm going to withdraw the money. Now then, you might think that's a stupid way of doing it, but I'm going to redistribute some of the money. So this is how I'm going to do it. So Hair and Beauty has 150, 170, 190 and 200. Hair and Clothes has 150, 60, 70, 75, 180. Yeah, this might seem a bit daft, but they're in a different order as well in the new binders, so I don't want to confuse myself. Nights Out has 10. Yoga has 20. Books has 30. Home has 150, 170, 180, 190, 200. Garden has 50, 75. Gifts has 25. And that's it for that one. So that was my variable binder. This was my sinking funds. So insurance, 400, 20, 30, 40. Car maintenance, whoops, I've missed one, haven't I? Car tax, 50, 75 and 80. Car maintenance, 100, 20, 35. Kingston, 20, 45. Home maintenance. Yeah, I think this is going to be a long video. I'm really sorry. I didn't expect it to be. 110. Appliances, 105. Holiday fund, 200, 300, 54, 5,500. And trip fund, 320. Right, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, so this is how we're going to set up from now on. We have my binder, and we have an essentials binder. So here's how we're doing it. Essentials includes everything from home, appliances, garden, insurance, and car, because these are the ones I can't live without, right? That's how we're doing it. These are the ones that are more for me and like fun and social, holidays. So it's not going to be variable and long-term anymore. It's just the sort of areas of my life that fall into these categories. So we've got essentials, and then we've got me and my life. So I think we'll do essentials first. Okay, so we're starting off with home. So it had 200, but I'm only going to put back in 180 because I'm redistributing some of the money to account for some new envelopes that I'm adding into my budget. So 180. So I think that 150 was in placeholders. So we'll do that. 150. This all should add up in the end, but we'll see. 20 and 80. So 150, 170, 180. Lovely. Then this is a new envelope. I'm introducing household, so everything from toilet paper to kitchen roll, I don't know, aluminium foil, matches, candles, cleaning products, etc. And I'm going to put 20 in here. Some of that was from home. Well, that was from home. Oh, I love these envelopes. What do you think? Home maintenance had 110, so we're going to put that back in. So 110, and it had a tracker, I think, yeah. So I think what we'll do is do it that way. And then appliances had 105, so 105, and it had a tracker. And then garden had 75, that was a 50, a 20 and a 5, I think. And this one doesn't have a tracker. Kingston had 45, so 20, 40 and 5. Insurance had 440, and that was 400, 20, 40. And it has a tracker. Oh. And then car tax had 80, which I think was 50, 70, 80. And we have a tracker. And honestly, these envelopes weren't that hard to make, you know, definitely doable. Car maintenance had 135, so 120, 35. Yeah, I hope this all adds up at the end. And then I'm adding in a buffer envelope. So if some of my annual bills come out to more than I've planned for, this is where the buffer will come in. So when my build a buffer in my savings challenge is full, I'm going to redistribute some of the buffer money into here, but for now it'll just stay empty. All right, so that's the essentials one all done. No, it isn't. I forgot to put Kingston's tracker in. Okay, now it's done. So then now we have my binder. So these are like the less essential stuff, but still important. So Hair and Beauty had 200. So we are going to, yeah, we're going to put 200 back in. So I think it was 150, 170, 190, 200. The denominations might not be right, but it's fine. So 200. clothes had 180 and I'm going to put 150 back in, so 150. And then this is a new envelope. This is a luxe envelope. So I am very much a slave to a nice luxury brand. I say slave, but I don't actually own that much. So I've got this Dior ring. I've got a Chanel brooch, which was a gift to me quite a few years ago. What else have I got? I think that's it. Oh no, I saved up for a friend's wedding a few years ago and I bought some Manolos. They were like £400-ish. So I do every few years like to buy something that's quite luxury, but I don't do it all the time because I don't have the funds. So what I thought that might be nice to treat myself is very slowly build up a luxe envelope just to give myself something nice. I'd really like a Dior purse or a Chanel purse or something like that, but they're like £1,000, which is ridiculous. But you know what? If this slowly builds up over like 5 years, then why not? And it will be slow. So I'm actually going to start it off by taking £30 out of the clothes envelope and putting it in here. So 20 and 30 into luxe. And then books had 30, so we're now running out of denominations, but we should have enough. Health is a new envelope. I'm not going to add to it today, but it's for things like dentist appointments. I think I've been struck off my dentist actually, because I haven't been in about 1.5 years. And last I heard, the practice that I go to started striking off after a year, so I don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see. Okay, yoga had 20, 10 and 20. Social, so this is the replacement for nights out. That's what I'm going to do. And I've also introduced a fun envelope. This is for things where I might need to save up a little bit of money for like, I don't know, a gig or a theatre like show. Or a ballet or something. Like me and my sisters did ballet when we were younger and we love going to see a ballet every now and again. Or like I mentioned a few months ago, we're going to see Uncanny, which is a podcast that's going on tour. So that's for that. That's for like things where I need to buy tickets for really. This is just like nights out, and it had £10 and I think it was 2 5s. So fun isn't getting anything today. Gifts had 25, so we're gonna have to do it in these 10, 15, 25. And then tech is a new one. So now that I have saved up enough money for my iPhone, I'm gonna take it out here. The reason I'm delaying buying an iPhone is because I really want the one with the bigger memory, but I think it's 1,300, and I would have to steal money from elsewhere to do it, and I really don't know what to do. I don't know whether to take some of it from my business, bearing in mind I'll be using the phone for my business, well, for my YouTube channel. I don't know what to do. I could take it out of my business emergency because I do want the bigger capacity. What would you do? I don't know. Right, so holiday fund is now in this binder, and that had 500. So it was 200, 400, 500. Actually, no, some of it was in cash, wasn't it? So let's do 200, 300. So 200, 300, 54, 55. And what I'm going to do is I'm redistributing £100 from Trip Fund into holiday, because this is the holiday that I'm going on next. And I think I need the money in here more than I need it in Trip, because I've got no trips planned. So holiday now has 600. I'll update the tracker later on. And then Trip Fund will have 200. Right, I've got money left and I can't figure out why. 5, 10, 15, 20. Stand by, I'll check it. Right, I figured it out. Trip fund had 220, sorry, 320, not 220. Not 200. So there we are. It now has 220 in trip fund. Awesome. Right, one job left. Sorry this is so long. Right, final job is to swap out the savings challenges. So, energy. Now then, I might make an energy envelope, like a vellum one, and put it in my home, like essentials binder, rather than it be a savings challenge, because I don't actually have a challenge anymore for this. So I think I will do that, but I'll stick it in here for now. Then we've got Sparks of Joy. And then we've got Buffer, but I've now got a new envelope, haven't I? So we'll get rid of this one and bring in Buffer. Love it. And then we've got Roll With It. I am going to redesign this for my new envelopes. Then we've got my £5 challenge. And then we've got Ira. So 150/60 in Ira. You should see the absolute mess that is over there. Oh my God, it's horrendous. Right, then we've got the 50p challenge from Esther at My Money Matters. And then we've got my 1 to 100. Right, so where am I going to put Becca? Because I'm going to have to see, because I do want to use it. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So it starts off with coins, doesn't it? So I don't know what I'm gonna do for that, because my coins go to other things at the minute, but I could figure it out adding up notes, couldn't I? Anyway, right, let's put this here. So once again, Becca, thank you so much for this. Honestly, it's amazing. I really love it. Right, so that's now savings challenges. So full setup is savings challenges, my binder, and essentials, and hang on, birthdays. So I hope you like this video. That's my new setup from now on. So listen, thank you very much for everyone who's who's got in touch with me after my last video. Honestly, I had loads of lovely messages from people, like, just showing support, which honestly is just amazing. Thank you to the 2 Etsy shops that got in touch with me. Like, I just was humbled by it completely. So please go and check them out. Everything will be in the description of this video. It's going to take us about 2 hours to write out the bloody description of this video, but we'll do it. We'll do it. Thank you so much for your support, guys, and I'll see you in my next cash stuffing. Bye.